style, but one thing that I know about Lee is that he really cares about the homeowners that we're trying to help. He doesn't take this advocacy role very lightly, and I don't think you do either. That's why you're here, because at the heart of everything that we do is really about helping homeowners, helping them find answers to really difficult situations, and Lee really cares about that, and we think that you're here because you care about that as well. So what Lee's going to do is talk to you about how you might be able to take some realty track information or other data that you get in your marketplace and how to approach homeowners at their front door to see if you can offer them some assistance. Is that what we're going to talk about?
That is straight up what we're doing.
So, there's no hidden agenda here. We really, we all have the heart to help homeowners. Now the question is, how do we initiate that process? How do we get to the place where we can sit down and have a conversation with them and help them figure out the right thing for them? So without further ado, let me introduce Mr. Lee Honish.
Hi everyone. How's everyone doing? Good. All right. I always feel like I should go into some kind of speaker gimmick, shtick routine. How many of you from out of state? Sorry. Little tough. I don't know what's up with the air. I'm currently under event, so if I... Again, how many have seen me live before? Where's the group that has seen me live? Okay, who has never seen me before? You just got a part of my vortex of evil marketing that sucked you into the short sales summit. Raise your hand, don't be shy. Woo! All right, now I'm going to teach you guys all how I did that on the last day. That's a whole lot of people that I just sucked into the vortex. So we're going to teach you guys how to do marketing with the web and email and all that stuff. I'm a big fan of teaching things that other people like to monetize, especially the web. To me, that's always a little frustrating to me that people want to charge you how to do web things for free. So let's get a few things out of the way. The people who know me already, where are my coaching students? Where are like my real hardcore like junkies? Okay. If you have any questions, ask them. This is pretty much how I am all the time. For the new people, I will go through it one time. My name is Lee Honish. I am the former head loss mitigator for IndyMac Bank's HELOC division. I have done asset management for 22 years. I started in 1988 working for my father's company. I am second generation asset manager. So Lee, what are you doing up here? 2007, somebody asked me about short sales. And for those that know me that long, I was the first guy who ever taught short sales in North America. Yay! Now I don't even need to teach them anymore because I have wonderful people like David Bartels. David, like, my whole existence is, why do you guys insist on working on your own files? To me, it is the most mind-numbing conundrum that I live in. Go be a rainmaker. So here's what happens. So I leave professional speakerdom about 2.5, 3 years ago. And I decided I'm going to go out on my own. And a few of my people came along with me. And what they kept asking me repeatedly was, Lee, we need to learn marketing. Now, mind you, at this point, I had done 500 seminars. I had trained 40,000 real estate agents. I literally walked away from a multi-million-dollar company. Walked away. Why? Because I didn't want to be like everybody else. Go figure. I like to be unusual and different, as you can tell from the flip-flops. And I'll explain that in a second as well. For the new people who are looking at me going, what the hell, he's wearing leather flip-flops on stage with a suit. Yeah, I do. So 2.5 years ago, I walked away. I had trained everybody. Pretty much, if you've been in the business for 5 or 6 years or so, and I mean this across the board, I've trained pretty much everybody on the subject of short sales the first time. It's spun off other companies, and I'm really happy for those companies that they have success. Still teaching short sales to this day. I don't think the basics are the problem. It was the question that was raised 2.5 years ago. We need more listings. How do we get it? I'm an asset manager. For those of you who don't know what that means I'm an actuary. That means my whole function, my existence, is looking at numbers. For those that got sucked into my vortex on marketing, that's just me doing repetition. Okay? Changing the variable of the message, changing the subject line, following the math. And I drew you in. There are technically 334 people registered for this event. I'd say I marketed exceptionally well. My mistake was, it's a 3-day event on the Center of International Drive. So now people are going to pick and choose which days they show up for. Here's my advice. Mark your seats now. When you are done here today, take your name tag, stick it right on your spot, so it's yours tomorrow. because it'll be a different crowd tomorrow, and it'll be a different crowd on Sunday. That's a large number of people, and that's because I did a bunch of marketing. And I'm going to discuss how I do all that. My marketing doesn't change. My marketing doesn't change if I'm trying to get people to this event. It doesn't change if I'm trying to get homeowners. What's the message that I want for you guys? I want you to be authentic. I want you to be genuine. I want you to be congruent. That's it. You're here because you want to learn about short sales and how to get listings. And you don't want to be treated like somebody who just fell off the pumpkin truck, as they say. You don't want the beginner stuff. Darren's stuff was not beginner by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, that's some pretty high-level stuff. And I'm certainly not going to do that with you, although my marketing is very easy. My approach is very simple. 2.5 years ago, the question was raised. And then somebody posed an even greater question. Lee, what makes you different? What really sets you apart? What makes you different? You're no different than those other coaches. There's bunches of people, as we speak, there's a marketing seminar going on in California as we speak, with lots of agents at it. And good for them. I hope they get something beneficial out of it. I'm not going to teach anything they're teaching at that event in the next hour. I'm not going to teach you to knock doors. I'm not going to tell you you need to call 80 homeowners before you leave the office every day. I am not going to tell you you need a script. I'm going to tell you something very unique. You need to be you. It's the truth. What's the problem with real estate today? We've been told that if we wear the big shirt and we say we're number one and we constantly repeat that message, somebody will gain the trust and the credibility of that homeowner and will get the listing. How's that working for everybody exactly at this moment? I'm just asking. I mean, I've seen all the marketing that's out there. How's that really working? Because based on the numbers I'm looking at, there is a deficiency in listings within the United States market. It's not working out that exceptionally well. I'll tell you the one thing that I find astounding. Nobody's going after short sale listings. For those that know this, I wrote a blog about a week ago, and it was the real estate market and its perception is based on what we see, real estate agents. We are the voice in the news of real estate. Not us in this room. You guys are here to learn about short sales and how to market and how to get them and how to work on them. You kind of get it or you wouldn't be here. No, I'm talking about the rest of them, the people that are getting 6 listings a year, that are afraid of short sales. Let's call it once and for all, shall we? They're afraid of short sales. So the first light at the end of the tunnel, they go speeding at it, short sales are over. Hurrah! I went to a Wells Fargo event 3 months ago, sat in an IMAX theater where they said, Florida's back. Everybody remember that presentation? I did radio on Sunday here in Florida. And they're literally during the break going, we hear California's back. I said, funny, in California we hear you're back. And he goes, we're not back. This is Justin the attorney, is it? As I said, we pulled really track data for the city of Orlando. There's 4,000 less penances. Somebody want to explain that one to me? Even if everybody in this room took a percentage of that data and went and worked on it, you would still have more listings than you knew what to do with in a year. That's everybody in the room right now. That's how many people that is. And I'm sorry, not 4,000. Over 8,000, correct, Diana? It's over 8,000. Okay, 8,000. That's insane. That's an insane number. So how do we get to it? How did we get there? How did I get to this conclusion? You're just a bank guy. For the new people, you're just a bank guy. You should be talking bank stuff. No, Dave does the day-to-day mitigation. Look, you don't really want to hear from me. I have a different take on short sales these days. It's totally different. I'm consumed with marketing. Not slightly. I'm obsessed. I am so obsessed with marketing. My goal here is to make you obsessed with marketing. Nobody wants to be obsessed with marketing. You want a widget. You want magic. You want some kind of something that doesn't exist that you plant in the backyard that sprouts out of the ground, and on that tree exists a listing. I've yet to see that actually happen in this universe. I have not gotten that package of seed. I have not planted it in my backyard. And trust me when I say this, I've tried everybody's marketing. Everybody. No, you haven't. Oh, yes, I did. In Scottsdale, Arizona, in the dead of summer, I went out and I knocked doors. I went out and did my first door drops. and I went insane with what I perceived as a very awful way to do business. I mean, if that's how you really have to do your business, make 80 phone calls in the morning, or be fired up to go knock down doors in the afternoon. Fired up! There are people on Facebook. We were talking about this last night. There are people on Facebook who are fired up at another seminar to go knock doors. Good for them. I'm going to show you guys that I believe you spend 1 hour a day marketing and you get a higher result. That's just kind of the way I roll. I'm a big fan of spending time with my daughter. In fact, I'm going to disclose a couple of things for the newbie. I do have a 9-year-old daughter. Her name is Mackenzie, and for those that are along with the storyline, she's doing fantastic. Thank you. This event was designed for her until I found out that school started on Monday, which really screwed up the event for me. So I think I bought all the Harry Potter stuff. I think I'm sick. I bought more Harry Potter stuff than I'll know what to do with in a lifetime. I do what I do for the people that I love. I do. It has been debated that I seem to care more about my ego and getting up here and telling you how great I am as compared to everybody else. No, I think there's value in everything everybody does, if it produces. Bottom line, if it produces, it's valuable. Always remember that rule of thumb. There is nothing in this life that irritates me more than marketing for the sake of marketing. What do I mean? All right, who's knocked doors? Let's have a real honest moment amongst us all. Who's knocked on doors? All right, Carl. How many doors do I have to knock on to get just face-to-face beyond, we're going to talk about this, the 30-second rule. Like, we're going to have a real, where I usually have a video. I'm not even playing my bad marketing video today. They're excited. They want to talk to you longer than 30 seconds. How many people do I have to knock before that happens?
I haven't done it in a while, but it was probably 40 to 50.
40 to 50. I can't, like, first of all, this, much like Scottsdale, has its own unique temperature principle. The hot wick humidity here is, I almost passed out on a golf course yesterday. I can play in 112-degree weather, and that dry heat won't kill you as fast as the humidity will here. I've never consumed that much fluid to keep myself moving on a golf. 90 degrees and 120% humidity? That's like a joke. Like, you can't even make that up. That's like me cutting weight in a sauna. I mean, I don't... 40 to 50, like... And at what point do you just... Hi, I'm number one. You're the link winner. Like, I'd say the first 30 you're fired up, right? I mean, 20, 30, by the end it's like, you know... Hi. You're going to just slam the door in my face, so let's just cut to the chase. I'm a real estate agent. Bam! I mean, seriously. Has anybody else noticed that we're teaching marketing that they do on Boardwalk Empire in the 20s? I mean, has anybody else noticed that? That we really haven't improved real estate marketing since, like, door-to-door salesmen of vacuum cleaners? Hi, I'm the best vacuum cleaner. Hello, I'm from the Acme Vacuum Cleaner Salesman, blah, 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 blah. Read the script. Follow the script. Repetition. Read the script. 1 to 3%. So I did it. And I did it for a long time. And much like you, I was frustrated by it. And then I heard a couple of ideas, and I tried a couple of other ideas, and I tried those out with my students. And over the course of 2 years, I developed some methodologies, one that I'm going to teach you for free, and one that I call Monster. Why is it Monster? I guarantee you face-to-face results. It works. Does it not work? It works. It's ridiculous. It's so dumb and simple that it's ridiculous, right? That's why my people are like, dumb and simple. Yeah. I'm going to show you stuff for free that I know for a fact other people charge for. And you have every right to contact those people if you've seen it before to let them know that I am giving away their secrets. Because they're great ideas. They're not as great as my ideas, but they're great ideas, okay? I found them along the way, and I'm actually working by Saturday. I'm going to show you some funnel methodologies that I know for a fact are $100 a month to pay people to physically do some of the techniques. I know somebody who charges thousands for the web funnel that I'm going to set up for you guys on Sunday. I'm going to show you an SEO technique that nobody else knows of that I found a loophole in the Google system. Yeah. The crazy guy who stays up late at night and just tries to figure this stuff out and does it. Why do you think I keep running so much marketing and doing so many different things? It's because I'm just testing what works. You're just the guinea pigs. I'm sorry. Everybody on my list, you're just my guinea pigs. And you know what I do in return? I come to these events and I go, okay, here's what's going to work. So that's what I'm about to present to you. That was my whole little yay. For the new people, I'm actually calm. I know that that's really hard to believe based on watching me at this moment. Yes, I do have a 9-year-old daughter. I have a painted toe. My daughter started painting it a couple of years ago. The flip-flops are not to show off the painted toe. The flip-flops are actually to keep my body temperature down. At this moment, I am at an inferno rate. I don't know what it is about when I start to speak. My blood pressure goes up. I get excited. I want you to be excited. I want this to work for you. I don't want to fly out to Florida and just phone it in. Okay, this isn't me reading a script. This isn't me trying to program you. This is me, how I am. This is just me. And this is just functionality. I'm like, if I didn't, I'd pass out and die out there. I mean, it would be really... I used to joke that I was going to have an aneurysm at my events. I used to laugh. Like, that's what these people are all kind of nodding their heads about. I was like this aged bank thing that just got unleashed on a stage. Now I'm just kind of, how's that work? I don't even know what to say to agents anymore on the subject. I'm generally frustrated with the general population of real estate. I'm going to be honest. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated for you. Short sales are over. I've heard the news. I've seen the reports. I've seen people who do short sales for years actually say short sales have passed. People that I've trained, like, shocking. Like, shocking. Like, it hurts me. Like a piece of me just died at that moment. Like, okay, we'll save the ones we can on the Titanic, and we'll see what happens to the rest. Short sales are here. I predicted 6 months ago that the market would stall about this time. For those that follow my blogs, I'm right on schedule. We are right at the dead stall that I predicted. And I said before the end of the year that this market will go back in reverse. And I guarantee you this. It's not me going out on a limb. It's going to happen. Okay? Somebody's going to release REOs. Something's going to happen, and this thing's going to slide in reverse. It's like one natural catastrophe away from, like, boom. And it will happen. That is the nature of real estate. It's cyclical. I can guarantee it's going to happen. This is artificial, in my opinion. As a bank guy looking at this objectively, this is artificial. I'm going to say what I can. I'm going to show you how to market. But know this, you're in the right place. You're going to learn how to market. Everybody with me? Yeah. Good. Let us move forward. So, for the brand new people, the people who've seen this before, we're going to, for the new old people, the old people, this is going to be a review. We're going to work on building out a working funnel. I believe in a funnel. What the hell is that? Cover. If I bought 100 names right now, if I went over to Darren, I only want to buy 100 names. That's all I want. 100. That's it. Just want 100 names. By the way, same price for Darren if you buy 100 names or you buy them all year. Which to me is just funny, but there are people who would literally charge per name. And that's what we're used to, right? For the newer people, that's what we're used to, right? We have to buy 1,000 names or 300 names, and we have to pay 30 cents a lead. What a pile of poo that is. I mean, if that's not the best scam on the planet for free public data, I use Realty Track, and I talk about Realty Track constantly. I have a relationship with Darren. Darren, last time I checked, I haven't signed anything. You don't send me a check, do you? Unlike some of your other companies that you do work with. I'm like the only guy who has not received any one. And there's a reason. I like to remain objective and go, that's the best deal I've heard of. It's all compiled for you. That's why I do it. I do it to keep my objectivity. If I'm up here pitching, Darren's the best, your natural response should be, well, how much are you getting every time he sells one to one of you? Zero. Zero. People know this in my coaching group. There's like a call center part to my stuff. I make zero. I don't make a dime. I want the best product at the cheapest price. And if it doesn't work, I want to be able to yell at it. It's true. It's true. It's one of those things. You should expect a little bit more. out of your dollar. And so, if I bought 100 names, okay, I want to buy 100 names. I'm going to spend $197, correct, Eric? Is that what we're doing still? $199. $199, forgive me, I always get it wrong. $199, I can get my 100 names, correct? All right. Now, based on the newer people, you two are new. You with the red shirt, we talked earlier, yes? Yes. I'm going to get my 100 names for my $200. By the way, I can get them all year. That's like my big commercial for Darren. It's $199 for the year, are you kidding? For 8,000 names, pay it. What are you thinking? I'm gonna do some form of marketing. I'm not gonna say what it is. Out of 100 names, how many responses for a face-to-face meeting should I get? In your world. And it's not a trick question. I know the math on this. I've seen the presentation.
Two.
Two? You like two? Two's nice. Two out of 100? That would be stellar. All right, I'll lower the bar. How about just response? I'm going to create a widget. Doesn't matter what the widget is. Everybody know what a widget is?
Yep.
So I say widget sometimes and they're like, where do I buy the widget? A widget is a fictitious thing, okay? The marketing, we'll just call it the marketing, produces a response. The response converts into a face-to-face. The face-to-face converts into the list. Everybody follow that? Okay, and it's the follow-up in between that makes it a list. I'm going to teach you the real basics of marketing. Because nobody really gets this stuff. And I'm even going to do it with like a step-by-step PowerPoint. I actually went to the trouble of really making this drawn-out PowerPoint on this subject. So, you two, how about just, I'm going to get a phone call. Okay, we'll just go with contact. That's what it's called. It's called contact, point to point. So if you go to an event, I'm going to give you guys a little heads up. I don't care what marketing you get involved with. Ask them what their conversion rate is. Does anybody know what everybody says on conversion rate? I don't care who the coach is. I don't care who the programmer is. Do you know what the response is on conversion? 0 to 100. What does that mean? 0 to 100. It's a 0 to 100 chance. That's like the best in the world. I mean, like that's such a scripted kind of salesy line item. 0 to 100. Followed by, it is up to the individual. All right, you guys have met other people in real estate, right? If you were all brokers in this room, would you leave it up to your friends to like work it out? Let's be honest about this, not you guys, because I'm going to turn you into animals before I'm done. You're going to be like ripping out of here going, just give me the data. Be lines at Darren's booth, everybody in this room. The next group that comes in tomorrow, which will change the dynamic on this room, people will talk about what happened in here over the course of the next hour, where, oh my God, we were all in line waiting for Darren to get 100 names. I don't know how he did it. 0 to 100. So if I just taught you how to get face-to-face, that's terrible. That doesn't do anything. Day 2 is conversion. Day 1 is marketing. Day 2 is conversion. Why is Day 2 conversion? Because you've got to do marketing first. Day 3 is your web presence, because after you go and talk to them, they're going to go look you up to see if you're full of crap. It's true. For all of you who are worried about not having enough stuff on the web, that's why you don't have listings. I say that one on camera. If you are lacking listings, the number one reason I see, you have nothing on the web to back up your credibility. You got it. Oh my God. You got it. You have to. You just have to. There's not an in-between in this day and age. Homeowners are going to research you. They're going to research your message. They are not, look, you guys know this. The last time you bought a TV, I'll knock this thing down for you, okay? The last time you had a purchase of $100 or greater, you went online statistically and went to at least 3 or 4 websites to research it. That's math that I did not create. That is a statistical fact of the United States. So you think somebody, short sale or regular listing, isn't going to go online to learn about your background before they turn over their house, their dreams, their life. You're crazy. And for everybody who's going, what if you have none on the web? I'm going to guess what your count is on your listings.
0.
None. Yeah. Go knock all the doors you want. Not going to help. It's just not. It's just not. The minute you leave that door, unless you got them on contract, the minute you knock the door. Yeah, by the way, have you ever gotten a contract straight at the door? No. Anybody ever get a contract straight at the door outside of a short sale? Like, you knocked the door, got a real contract. Like, they signed right there. They were so fired up about whatever the hell you had to say. They couldn't, like, threw their house at you. Please sell it. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little more like me. Warming up a little bit. Has anybody had that happen? I'll say this for a video. Has anybody ever had that? Like, does that script exist? Because if it does, I will teach it. Don't think that I won't. I will find it and I will teach it. It would go in right here. This is where it would insert. Well, I do. I have the script and here's what you want to say. I'm terrible. I'll expose everybody's marketing. You can throw anybody, like you. I heard about this technique. Tell me. Here's what the result is. This is how it's done. This is why it does. Unless you have a 3-step funnel. I'm hammering this point. Direct your conversion, which is built on advocacy. I'm huge on it. We'll cover it. You'll be advocates. I'm going to certify you. It's going to happen. You got to have a web funnel. You're going to have to learn how to send emails. You're going to have to learn how to follow up. You've got to do it. That's for all of you who are going, I am the most computer illiterate human being on the face of the planet. You will not be when I am done with you. I've even figured out a trick for posting up blogs where you can use other people's blogs and still get SEO rankings with it. I figured out the loophole. Why? Because I have no life and I stay up late and that's all I do. That's sort of it. I date, I'm happy, I see my daughter, and then I stay up all night and I just do marketing. That's all I do. That's like it. That's the next best thing. So I got 100 names. And the best I can hope for to get a phone call in the United States, and that's if all 100 are good data, is 5. The very best marketing that's out there right now to just a phone call is 5. 5%. That's just to a phone call. 5. 5 out of 100. All right, let's say it's a postcard. How much is 100 postcards with postage and stamps and a message sent out of the mailhouse? They won't send one that small, by the way. But let's just assume that there was a magical marketing house that would only send 100 postcards. While I was out canvassing the area before we started this event, I cannot tell you how many offices I walked into to invite people to this event where I was watching the girl at the front desk putting stamps on postcards. Oh my God. Oh, it's like pain. Like I can feel my chest tighten. I need to invite you to my event. Sandy's going to be mad if I don't. Here's some information. You don't sound excited about it. No, I just don't sound excited about you. It's not the event. I'm excited about the event. I'm always excited about the events. That office. And I hope it's indigestion, That's what I hope for. But I'm convinced I'm going to walk into one of these offices one day that somebody wants me to set up, and the first thing I'm going to see is postcards. It just wrenches my system. Like the photo, the setup, the glossy message, the pre-printed this, the giveaway that you want them in for the monthly drawing. And now, let's just say you did the postcards. Here's the part that really blows my mind. You send the 100 postcards, and let's assume that you got them each done at a remarkably cheap rate of 50 cents a piece, which you could not. They'd be about $1 even for a postcard in this day and age by the time you're said and done. But I'll be nice, 50 cents. I'm $50 into this project. And if it were the very best postcard on the planet that didn't get thrown away by some remarkable fate, because it had a puppy or a kitten on it, so the kids kept it, all right? You guys don't even know how to market for real hard mail. The truth is, kids love mail. Adults don't. Spam mail goes into the trash. You want to attract people to a postcard? I'll give some real good advice. Put a puppy or a kitten on it. Because my daughter's the only one I've ever seen it. Oh my God, the mail! Woo, Daddy! She runs with reverence to go meet the mailman. My ex-wife looks at it like somebody just crapped in her front yard once my daughter sets it down. Like there's a physical look on my ex-wife's face, a physical look of pain staring at mail. And she stands over the trash can like this. So why do we do it? Well, it's branding, it's name placement. If you're paying for it, it ain't branding, okay? That's not how branding works. I've never understood that. Do it on the web for free, by the way, and much better. Now, the reason I bring all this up, I'm going to assume that you have that postcard. You put a puppy, a duck, a kitten, I don't know, Harry Potter, whatever it is, all right? You've attracted 5 people out of the 100. That's a heck of a postcard. You got 5 phone calls out of 100 postcards, which would make it the greatest postcard of all time. And you got away with it between $50 and $75. Like, that's the greatest marketing of all time. There's still one problem. You've got to talk to them on the phone now and convince them to let you come over and talk to them some more. Has anybody got the listing just over the phone? You have. Like literally just over the phone. They threw a house. First time you talked to them, on the phone, they gave you the listing. Non-monster. Really? How?
Only about 3.
Because it's going to be inserted right here in further presentations.
About 3 and 30 years, though.
3 years.
And I used to do 200.
Haley's comment is more frequent than that. Sorry, I actually found the amusement in that one, and it's not. She's one of my people. I can actually have a little fun with that. If it was like a new person, I'd go, fantastic, tell me more. I would be like 3 and 30. Like every 10 years, I'm going to get one gem to fall out of the sky, like a shooting star. I'm going to get that deal. Why am I doing all this? For those of you that are brand new, I'm deprogramming you. Your days of marketing change today. You're doing it my way from here on out. You will see no other methodology but mine. Because logically, you're going to look at me and go, oh, crap, he's right. Oh, crap, I'm right. I am. I admit it. I am. And it's not me being right. It's that I went out and did this repeatedly until I got it right. And I guinea pigged it on a bunch of students who went out and did most of the work for me in other markets, and voila, we figured out marketing. And it works. Our goal was to get face-to-face. Then we got face-to-face, and I came up on the next problem. Next problem is, oh, crap, I'm putting them face-to-face with homeowners, and they don't know what to say. That became like a whole year of saga. Where's the script, Lee? Where's the script? Like, if I had done another call about where's the script, my head was going to explode. And then I brought Steve, and like had him do calls, and Steve nearly died from doing the calls because he's like, they all think there's a script. I know they think there's, like, you guys have been programmed every Thursday by some trainer somewhere to believe that you need this weird magic widget pill thing again to put in the backyard to get a listing to sprout out. Tough. All right. 5. And that's really the end of the day. That's like the whole thing to this segment. I don't even have like a crescendo. I got nothing more for you. Like, it should be 1,000 to get 5 face-to-faces, and that's really more of what the math kind of looks like. And it's really more of like 1,000 to get 5 phone calls. Which, by the way, still use Realty Trackers. You can get 1,000 names at a cheaper price than any mailing house on the face of the planet. Ta-da! If you learn nothing more from me today, don't overpay for public data. That's another one of those. Really? I know people who not only paid for free data, they bought it in a territory, had to give up 50% of their listing for that data, and believed it hook, line, and sinker that it was exclusive pre-foreclosure data. I'm troubled by some of the people in my industry and how they take advantage of you guys. And then I think to myself, well, no, you paid for it, it's on you. You should have done the research. I mean, you'll do more research on a $100 item. Why didn't you research the purchase of that? Neither here nor there. How's everybody doing? Everybody still with me? That was a deprogramming session. It always changes variably. This is me being unplugged. Actually, I don't have a daughter. I don't have a daughter. I actually just wear the flip-flops from paint to toe because it disarms like the new people. The old people have heard this spiel. I don't have it. I'm actually out of Texas. I work for a very large marketing chain who decided in creating that character of Lee Honish. I've been Lee Honish for 7 years. My name's Steve, actually.
No,
That's true. My name's Steve. I actually still work for a company called Short Sale Genius. We just blew out the gimmick and we just decided to change it up a little bit and make me look like a rebel. How'd it work? Was it good for you? For all of you scratching your heads going, what is he talking about? Anybody scratching their head going like that? Have I got a few of you? Good, then the deprogramming worked. Good, I had a good morning. Let's get up. It's morning for me still. I'm not going to change from California time. It's still like 10 o'clock or something. Woo! Hi, hot in here. How's it for you guys? A little warm? Or are you guys just used to it finally? Like, when do you finally adjust to this temperature? You don't. You don't. Like, it just is.
Yeah, you just sweat.
You're just...
Wow. I can feel the air blowing on me. That's the sad part. And it has no effect whatsoever. All right. All right, you guys good? You guys ready to learn how to market? Here's the reality. We're going to contact 10 homeowners. We're going to take Darren's extraordinary data. And you're all going to sign up if you have not already signed up. You will run over there. You will throw cards at him. They have somebody standing by. I'm doing his commercial for him. Again, because I make no money on the deal. They tried to get me to sign the contract. I won't. It's more fun this way. That way, if it ever goes sideways with Darren's company, he knows I'm going to throw you under the bus, right? We know how this is going to play out, right? I'm going to be the first guy to throw a real contract under the bus. To date, there are a couple of companies, just so in case you're wondering about data, there are a couple of companies like Darren's, and I'm not here to talk about them, but I know that they are choking and selling a group only of their data. Darren, you guys are still unlimited, right? Yeah, by and large, it's unlimited data. There you go. The other company's choking it now, right? You can only get a certain amount per month. From what you don't keep up on the competition, and I do. You are. All right. See, again, that's political correctness. I'm not politically correct. Darren's learned, as well as many people, that when you do what we do for a living, you never talk about the competition for some reason. I want to talk about everybody. My life's like an open book. I'm like the last of a dying breed of, I don't talk about anything. We did a conference call, and somebody actually said, do you have any returns on your product? I said, absolutely, let's talk about it. I don't care. Why does everybody, like, what happened to honesty? Oh, you need a script. You need to be professional. You need to follow those finite rules, right? Wrong. Your clients want you to be honest with them. Here's what I've discovered going through the door with short sales people. The quicker you get to being honest with them and telling them, I got bad news and I got worse news. Bad news is you're in default. Worse news is somebody's going to get the title on this house. It's either going to be the bank or a new homeowner. That's just the way this is going to go. And the quicker it happens, and this is not a BS or a hype thing from me, I've shot video where I've literally screamed at people to go to the back of the room and go sign paperwork. Okay? I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. We're going to go step by step. Good? All right. My world is 10. It's technically 18. All right, I'll get to the technical number. Steve, can I have I'm going to need those 2 pieces. I left the FedEx and the envelope. I'll need those in a second. Thanks. All right. Here's your funnel for my new people. For my old people, this will be just the review portion of the program. Data. What is data? Any form of public data. Thank you. Love delivery pieces. We'll talk about it. Data. Number 1 is data. Data. And if you've never seen me do this presentation, watch. This is the truest funnel that there is on the planet. And this is 2.5 years of development, several hundred real estate agents, and I had hair probably when I started. I'm pretty sure I had hair when I started this project. Data. Data is key. Like, if you had nothing more than the data and a lot of confidence, you should be able to go. Like, even if you were just a door knocker watching this or listening to me right now, get good data and go knock on that door instead of all of the doors. At least you have an exact message to carry. Right? Instead of blindly going, I'm going to go knock 600 doors today. Good luck. Have a party. Nobody's home in the middle of the day, and I'm not even sure you want to talk to a person that's home in the middle of the day to begin with. It is what it is.